Hello guys,
Hello guys,
I'm a bit scared.
I can tell. You know why?
I know because our dog is all the time.
She's barking on the window and there is nothing there.
Yeah.
You know, the thriller. Anyway, we are already scared, but we are planning to be even more with you
Yes,
right now.
Exactly. Why? Because now we are watching some more UFO / aliens, UAP, whatever. Let's go.
Get scared.
Captured from an unknown location. We're trying to get the coordinates, but we're looking at the video. Something traverses behind this building. We're looking at it. It's something quite large. In my opinion, it's not a conventional drone. I'm not seeing any indication of that. We're looking at something that's quite large in the sky with no means of propulsion. Guys, what do you think of this? Paula?
You know, my thoughts on this, when I see this, it seems like it has some sort of light under it that may be used to like power it. And I know plasma technology, it can be lit up with kind of a bluish light when it's being used to power devices. So it makes me curious, and you know, I kind of wonder if maybe it's something that is using some sort of plasma technology that hasn't really been released yet. So that's kind of my thoughts when I see this.
So we got aliens, and we also have these craft just in people's backyards in major cities. Brent, what do you make of this? The size of this as it traverses behind this building. I'm not seeing any CGI here. What caught my eye was right when I first saw this, before it kind of went behind that building, I thought it maybe could have been maybe some...
By the way, if someone is watching this video now and saw this for a moment, this picture of some creature and doesn't understand, just go back to our previous video and you'll understand.
Yeah.
Some sort of hollow...
Any thoughts here?
I don't know. Actually, it doesn't look like a fake, right?
It doesn't look like
It doesn't
a fake.
look like a fake.
And this shape is known, I would say.
It's not
on the matrix of UFO shapes.
Yeah, it
let's
doesn't
say.
look like a conventional plane or something. Nothing I know from the Mother Earth.
That's true.
holographic projection, because you can kind of see it. It's translucent and it's beaming off light. What's keeping this up in the sky? What kind of craft is it? Could it be maybe a balloon highlighted with some new technology underneath, some new beams of light?
But once again, we don't have the context, right, of the video. This is something that,
yes,
you know, in internet nowadays, like, you know, like so much information, so much data, I would say, and so little information, right?
Exactly. I think it's the biggest problem now, that you get a lot of pictures, a lot of content, but you don't have any
context.
Content
without context.
Content without context, yes, to sum up. And sometimes I'm very intrigued about things I see, but without the bigger picture, it might be anything, right? It might be just made up also.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but it shows scale when it goes behind the building, and this is a good close-up right here. Again, it's a classic flying saucer, what people see. It reminds me of even Gulf Breeze back in the early 80s. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking, Brent. But you can kind of see it rotating from left to right. But then we have these daylight sightings across South America as well of the same object, in my opinion. And again, we're receiving these on a weekly basis. They continue to drop to social media, these anomalous daylight sightings of these acorn-shaped, diamond-shaped UFOs. Why aren't we seeing this in America? Your thoughts on that?
You know, my thoughts on this are, I think it's really interesting that these are so common, and it seems to be from this certain area in the world, like South America or Mexico. I think is where I usually see these videos.
I'm very intrigued because a lot of those videos Are from South America, not only from United States, like America, like North America, but a lot of them comes from South America, and I rarely see any footage from Europe. Maybe because I haven't seen a lot of videos like this, but it's intriguing. I don't have any, like a thesis here. Like I'm not claiming anything. It's just interesting for me that in Mexico, especially, right? There are a lot of things captured, which might be only that people like to look in the sky in Mexico or paying attention to what's going on above them, right? And just capturing those stuff. But it's very intriguing for me that it's both Americas.
Yeah, there are some places that looks like they're like it feels like they are like hot spots for UFOs.
Exactly.
But there are some European cases. It's just you're just beginning your journey, my love, in this intriguing, mysterious, and interesting world. Let's go on.
Sort of top-shaped craft. So I think it's really interesting that, there's so many of them. Like, does that mean that, this certain area of the world is getting visited frequently from somewhere, or has someone in this area invented some sort of device and they're testing it out all the time? So that's my thoughts. Brent?
What I like about it, you see it right there next to that communication tower, maybe a power line tower. Are these guys trying to get close to it to capture energy? Who knows?
Actually, I think this is the same shape of this UFO that recently was filmed by someone in a small airplane in Colombia. That I'm not sure if you saw this one. Maybe we'll see it soon.
Mm-hmm.
But this object that just passes, very close to the airplane, and yeah, looks quite legit, and it's the same shape, I think.
Again, we see some good close-ups of these things, and you could almost see it rotate. There's some clarity to these videos, especially this one right here. It's a little sharper. We got some contrast, but then when we go to the other one that's coming up here, but right there you see a good close-up right next to that tower, 5G tower. Who knows what's going on here? Yeah, good question. Probably we can't talk about some of this stuff here on this platform, but obviously we're sharing with you the video evidence, and we're asking you, the people, what's your thoughts? Because we're not here to give you the exact answer. We're sharing with you the footage that we can explain, and right now we're looking at something that is the typical disc-shaped object that kind of Bob Lazar stated. It has this undulation, the characteristics of some weird manipulation. The propulsion behind this, is it something
But to be honest, those types, this shape, especially in Brazil, there are many people who are making those balloons, like with hot air.
Yes.
And the shape,
it's very similar.
It's very similar. And when I see such videos that you don't have like crazy moves, of this object. It's stable and still, or not still, but stable. This is what comes to my mind, those balloons, because when you see something moving, especially with those crazy moves, like, very fast and I don't know.
It also reminds me of
nature, or is it something that seemingly defies the laws of physics, that we're not seeing anybody piloting these things or any kind of means of propulsion of blades or rotors, and they seem to be moving around in an intelligent way? That's what kind of gets me. And again, no manipulation. Do you believe right now we're looking at something authentic and they're harnessing like energy from these towers, Brent? Hard telling. I'm not going to throw that all out there. It's speculation. But again, what I'm seeing here, I think this is legit. There's no CGI going on. This is captured within camera, and somebody saw something that caught their eye, and that this is what Third Phase of Moon's all about, looking at this and dissecting it. Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. Leave a comment, thumbs up. We got a lot more UFO.
But it's moving like this because the move of someone who's recording,
coming
right?
up.
Because
As we're
because
looking at this,
you've told me that in such a zoom, every move is like a.
It looks like
it's like a huge one, right?
Yeah.
Like
Paula, we're gonna get a closer look. Do you see any means of any kind of propulsion here? And if somebody,
I have this feeling that it's moving quite slowly, you know.
for me also.
hoax. I'm not seeing why they do this. We're only getting this one report from this one individual. We're looking at this video right now, and we've got a lot of them ahead in this episode. But what are we looking at? These guys are astonished at what they're viewing. They captured it on camera. Let's listen to it again. I'm going to turn down the music. Do we hear any indication of an airliner?
I can see that one there. Yeah. Just give him some eye contact. Alright, give him a lot.
For me, it looks a bit like an airplane.
Yeah, even the sound.
Yeah,
is like,
how it's going like this, and the shape
and the sound.
and the sound
I never saw in UFO like,
making the airplane sounds.
but I don't think that they make such a
Obvious sound for
obvious
us,
sound.
right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
at least for what I listen and like videos I watch, people are always saying that there is some sound, but it's it's definitely not similar to some airplane jet engine.
Yeah, and
Let's do
yes,
After
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
clearly
getting
exactly.
a little indication of some
Yeah.
kind of thrust from the vehicle itself, the aircraft. Is this a commercial airliner? Right now, we're not seeing any kind
Yes, it is.
of FAA lights blinking on this, Brent. Could this be
No,
something
no, man.
military?
I can even tell that I can see the blinking lights, the strobe lights. I can see them. Obviously, the navigation lights, which are those red and green on the tip of the wings, we cannot see. But obviously, for obvious reasons, like if you go to the airport now and see at night and see those planes landing, you can only see the most bright lights from the landing lights, right? And this, to me,
And I
this
had
is
this
too
impression
obvious.
that it took off.
Above,
just took off,
we're
right?
looking
It's
at this
going up.
taking
kind of
off,
coming
yes.
through the fog over the trees. Again, where are the FAA lights? These guys might be fooled. Maybe they don't know what they're looking at. Again, it looks kind of a conventional one of ours. Hard saying, but it's a capture. People wanted us to know what our
Clearly, like you have here the set of landing lights that are on the landing gear of the plane, like on the wheels, if you wish, and here on the wings. So it's clearly an airplane.
It looks kind of a conventional one of ours. Hard saying,
And you have also those reflections, right, of the same lights.
but it's a capture. People wanted us to know what our opinion on this. We got a new one for you. Check this out. Southwest Airlines in close proximity to some unknown object. Watch very closely here. Did you see it? We're gonna slow things down, get a closer
let's
look
slow it
of what
down.
is going on in this video.
Mhm.
Something at a high rate of speed traverses behind the Southwest airline.
Another
Are we looking
plane?
at, Brent? It looked like it was a really close call from the vantage point. I wonder if the pilot even saw this. It came in from right to left at incredible
It can be another plane. Yes,
It could be another plane, right?
Yeah, definitely.
speeds. Again, it looks elongated. Maybe it's a stretch of the camera. Looking at this,
Just to be clear, like there are some airports that have parallel runways. So, for example, Los Angeles, and I don't know, maybe this is in Los Angeles. You have two runways one side, two runways the other side, and you have simultaneous operations in those.
So it looks like they were
from a
like
skeptic's
that.
Yes.
eye.
And the shape.
Some
right?
other plane, yes, the shape, and you can see the light. And besides the light, you can see the darker part, which is like, the plane itself, the fuselage of the plane. I can't precisely put,
from
but
right- to left at incredible speeds. Again, it looks elongated. Maybe it's a spread to the camera, looking at this from.
So to me, it's, of course, I might be wrong, but to me, it's clear that this plane is a smaller plane, like a private jet, taking off in the other side, you know, of the airport. So
yeah, no,
can be wrong.
From a skeptic's eyes, but look at this. It goes right behind the plane there. Again, incredible capture, Southwest Airlines. If you're on this airplane, if you hear any chatter, again, these are the kind of UFOs that we've been seeing over the past couple years, coming from the government, coming from everywhere, that we're seeing a phenomenon getting close to our.
I remember once we were flying and you showed me the other plane flying somewhere like else. Like we you know, this is a nice experience when you are flying the plane and you from the window you see other plane flying somewhere in the clouds. And now I have this that it was very, you know, like a very similar feeling, like to it. Yes.
Yes, but here I think it's even more obvious if you, for example, if you can, for example, say, okay, but this shape and it's too fast. But the thing is that it's not too fast. And if you look, for example, before when this plane is, let's watch it again, maybe.
Did you see it? We're going to slow things down, get a closer look of what is something at a high rate of speed traversing.
Okay. If you notice that, for example, the buildings on the background and the lights of this building, like here, for example, it also gets the same shape.
Yes.
And why? Because it's on the background and the camera is focusing on the
plane, right?
So what happens is that in the background, it will look like things are faster.
So just a we've got an expert here. Thank God.
Is behind the Southwest
Sorry guys,
airline.
this time it's not
What are we looking
UFO.
at,
Maybe
I
next
don't
time.
believe it is.
It looked like it
No,
was
I
a
don't
really
think
close
so.
call from the vantage point. I wonder if the pilot even saw this. It can't see a phenomenon getting close to our commercial airlines. You know, I'm digging this. I'm not seeing any manipulation, Brian. I consider this video authentic. And I'm wondering
It's 100% authentic.
Southwest, if we could track down the number, it'd go a long way. More videos, watch.
Okay, this one looks like it's completely static, right?
Se quedó estátil, se quedó quietecito. Se quedó quieto, no se mueve. En un
South
solo
America
punto.
again.
¿Será un ovni? Es que mira que no se mueve, hace ratico está ahí.
Right? Incredible footage. We're sharing it with you right now on Third Phase of Moon, broad daylight. The Bob Lazar sports model. We're looking at it. South America. What the heck is going on? We could hear in the woman's voice. She's shocked at what.
The same shape.
Yeah, this is intriguing. Yes, this looks like this is weird. I can't think of anything. What it might be, right? You know.
Is this some kind of vehicle that seemingly defies the laws of gravity? It seems that it definitely has this Bob Lazar characteristic of how he describes these kind of saucer-shaped craft. Brent, your thoughts on this one? Again, these are the best right here. That kind of brings back childhood memories. Everybody that we've seen this kind of classic flying saucer that kind of represents the UFO phenomenon. And look at this. We're seeing this thing just stay static in the sky. The woman's kind of, you could hear nervousness. I would be nervous filming this too in this kind of region. Look at this thing. It's, again, the classic flying saucer. It looks metallic. It looks like it's just defying gravity. What are we looking at here? This is kind of the phenomenon that excites us right here. Absolutely. And again, genuine video, no CGI, no hoaxing. We're trying to share.
Am I the only one who noticed something very fast passing?
Right. incredible footage. We're sharing it
In
with you
Sky?
right now on third.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I saw
see?
it. I don't know what
I
is
wonder
it. Yes,
why
yes, now I
nobody
saw it.
talked about it.
Mueve hace ratico está ahí.
Right. Incredible footage. We're
It'll be
sharing it
like
with you
here.
right now on third phase and in broad
here.
daylight. The Bob Lazar
I don't know.
sports model.
Probably some mosquito or something like that,
Yes,
but
it might be.
I don't know.
But it's this one is good one. Like I don't know.
It looks
For
legit.
the past month and a half, but we've got a lot of stuff we want to share with you. And speaking of, we've got more videos. Check this out. Some people
Looks like we're back to ghosts.
I was to say that
claim that there is a paranormal existence of people from beyond being captured on surveillance cameras. Is this one of the best? We're looking at it a little closer, and it's interesting. We don't follow the paranormal too much, but we do follow unusual bizarro stuff. And I gotta say, this is one of those
bizarre.
cases.
It's bizarre, and I think that somehow it connects to a UFO actually, because there are those people who claims that they see those shadow figures and tall ones, right? Remember this Miami, for example, that they
mall,
yes.
Right? This huge, yes.
But
shadow.
this is a bright shadow. But anyway, it looks like someone tall.
Guys, are you seeing some kind of apparition walking along
Obviously
this neighborhood? Approximately looking to me about 10 to 12 feet tall. What are we looking at, Brent? Could it be a phantom? It's hard telling. Could it be maybe a mist of water or smoke going in front of the lens that's creating this kind of pareidolia effect, an illusion? Again, it does have this characteristic of something very tall walking methodically.
But interesting, this walking move, right? It's it really seems like it's walking. I don't know, but this is my perception at least.
Seemingly disappears. More phenomenon that's been seen on cams from around the world. Look at this thing.
Ooh la la.
Again, are we looking at maybe some kind of cobweb making it appear that there's something that looks like a phantom walking around in this hallway? Or are we looking at something that is indeed
It reminds me the typical ghost, figure with this white,
aura,
people might say interdimensional or something from the other side.
Or white blanket,
White blanket,
Again, these videos are quite compelling. I'm not seeing any kind of CGI.
Casper.
Once again,
which has to have some,
like someone
saw something similar.
Yes, for some reason Casper looks like Casper,
that,
right?
yeah,
like
exactly.
This one really sparked our interest. Look at this. Now, undeniable that we're looking at something that seems to be traversing across this rocky mountainside, a little hill from this neighborhood. And the way it just leaps across this effortlessly is quite amazing. Yeah, Blake, this creature.
One thing is true. This is a ghost. And it's way more prepared physically than me. It has a lot of stamina. It's an athlete. As you can see, it's running.
So the thing is that there is no point in running away from ghosts, guys. They're going a lot to the gym, as we can see in the picture.
Or maybe it's not a point to run at all while you're alive, because anyway you can still go to the gym after life. So you have to enjoy your life now, because
then the only thing you can do after life is going to the gym. No
Exactly.
more entertainment.
Yes. And one thing that also worries me in this video is that it looks like even after life, you still have to run, to be in a rush, right? I was thinking that, we could just rest in peace, but no, you'll be running. It looks like it's running, I don't know, running from something or after something.
Yes, and why he's running in this world, there's supposed to be some better word than I could run there, but why he's running on Earth?
Exactly.
Maybe there's some portal he's rushing to get back to the other life.
Who knows?
It's funny, it might be person why I'm saying this, because of the moves, of the shape, but something like, I don't know, the picture is not very sharp. I have this feeling that this thing, whatever it is, it's passing the objects, it's not jumping on them, but it's like
moving through.
But it's hard to tell because the picture is not very, clear.
Or humanoid, it seems elongated. The neck and the head, everything seems stretched out, which creates this illusion or possibility of reality. What we're looking at is something special.
Intriguing.
Again, we
sure.
got all these UFOs just
That's
coming
obvious.
in, and the paranormal. If you like the paranormal, we could cover it a little bit more often. Again, back to this little creature right here. Could it be a double exposure on camera, or maybe possibly CGI? I'm not ruling this out as being one.
Of course, everything can be CGI, right?
100% legitimate. This could be maybe a hoax, but again, if it isn't, this is worth sharing right here. I like the way he just kind of picks up speed. He's got some agility too. He's moving around the rocks and terrain.
I told you.
With kind of effortless moves, which is pretty interesting. Comparing all these videos together, as it's kind of been archived in this episode of these transparent
well, I think we had quite good stuff today,
I'm impressed today with the materials. They left me with a lot of concern. I'm not sure anymore what I saw.
Yes, a lot of questions, and I'm not sure if we have the answers until the next video, but you can check it out next time.
Yes, stay with us, guys. Let's have this journey together. Let's try to understand what we are seeing and maybe have some exchange of thoughts, which you can do down there below in the comments. If there is anything you want to share with us, please feel free to write. We will read it with pleasure. We'll answer. Yes, I'm in a philosophical mood right now, because of what I saw. So let's say bye-bye in this,
philosophical way.
Yes. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
See you soon.